Hi there, my name is Joshua Brown from the police recruitment training company howtobecome.com, and in this presentation I will teach you how to successfully complete the Scottish Police application form. So if you're applying to Police Scotland to become a police officer, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I'm going to help you to succeed. To help you achieve that goal, this is what I will cover. I will give you a list of Police Scotland application form questions to prepare for. I will also provide you with example high scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed. I will also make sure to give you some essential tips for scoring highly on your Police Scotland application form, before finally telling you how you can download further resources including all of the answers to help you to prepare. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I want to help you to pass your application form and join Police Scotland, and I can only do that if you're subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Now, the very first stage of the selection process to become a Scottish police officer is to complete an application form for the role. Now, most candidates fail at this early stage. Why? Because Police Scotland has a specific scoring criteria that all candidates must pass, and most candidates simply don't know how to match this tough criteria well enough. So the scoring criteria is based on the following competencies. Now, Police Scotland uses a competencies and values framework, and these competencies and values are essential to passing the application stage. They're used throughout the application stage and selection process. So remember, you will be scored against these. Now, there are 4 values consisting of integrity, which means you have to provide a consistent service for the community, which is in the best interest of the community and Police Scotland. You build relationships and act as a role model, using impartiality when making decisions, and you're responsible for your own actions. Now, the next value is fairness. Now, this means you take into account the needs of others on an individual or group basis, and you deal with any issues in a fair, controlled and tolerant approach, showing the correct levels of understanding and empathy. Now, the next value is respect, which means you have to deliver professional and consistent police services to the public, whilst acting considerately and in an appreciative nature to the needs of the community. And finally, the last value is human rights. Now, it's your duty as a police officer to protect the human rights of others and show equality, no discrimination, and you must show respect to all. Now, as well as these values, there are also what Police Scotland calls clusters, which are essentially a group. There are 3 clusters or groups on the framework, each consisting of 2 further competencies. These include resolute, compassionate, and committed. So this group, or cluster, as Police Scotland call it, contains the following 2 competencies. And they are, we are emotionally aware. That means police officers take the time to be understanding of themselves, their colleagues, and the people who they serve. And the other competency within this cluster is, we take ownership. This refers to the fact that police officers show great levels of responsibility and are accountable for their own actions. Now, the next cluster or group is inclusive, enabling, and visionary leadership. So this includes the competencies, we are collaborative. This relates to working with others to provide an improved service to our communities. And the other competency is, we deliver, support, and inspire. Now, this means police officers share the organisation's vision and mimic the values in their day-to-day activities. Now, finally, the last cluster is intelligent, creative, and informed policing. And this includes, we analyse critically, which means police officers will analyse data, information and viewpoints to combine to the most comprehensive evidence, not only to make decisions, but to understand the initial cause of the issues in complicated situations. And finally, the last competency is, we are innovative and open-minded. Now, police officers must be inquisitive by nature and look to further improve the services which they provide, or to assist others with issues. Now, this may all sound quite overwhelming to begin with, but I'm going to break these down for you and show you how you can answer competency-based and value-based application form questions with ease. So let's now take a look at the first Scottish application form question that I suggest you prepare for, which is the personal statement. Now, on your application form, the personal statement is usually phrased in a similar manner to the following question. Can you please write a personal statement which relates to your application to become a police officer? Now, a really good tip when answering this question is that remember that this question is examining your motivations for wanting to become a police officer, your knowledge of the role, and if your values and skills match the organisation's, which now that we've just seen the competencies, the clusters, and the values, we know what they are, and we can use that to our advantage to create really strong answers on our application form. Now, when you structure the response to this tough application form question, I suggest the following format. Start off by saying why you want to become a police officer, what you can bring to the role, and why you think you'd make a competent police officer and match those competencies and values when doing so. And finally, conclude with what it would mean to you to be successful in your application. Okay, here's a great answer to help you. Let's take a look. Can you please write a personal statement which relates to your application to become a police officer? Here we go. My interest in the Scottish Police Service started from a very early age, as my uncle, who I looked up to, was a police officer and he passed down the values of the service to me. As such, there are several reasons for why I feel I could be a competent police officer. Firstly, I have huge admiration for the way in which members of the police service behave on a day-to-day basis. Police officers provide a highly professional service to the public and as such command a huge level of respect in the community. Police officers are role models in society and need to set a great example to everyone. The professionalism and the code of conduct that police operate under is extremely appealing to me. I am someone who tries to behave with moral integrity at all times, and I strongly believe in taking a professional approach to every scenario that I encounter. Professionalism means being polite, considerate, fair, and unbiased to everyone that you meet. I believe in treating others as you would wish to be treated, and therefore professionalism is very important to me. When working in my previous job as a customer service assistant, I was often required to deal with unhappy or disgruntled members of the public. I always made sure that I approached every situation with professionalism and integrity in order to ensure that I met the demands of the customer. I am someone who feels very strongly about the value of serving the public. The number one priority of the police service is to provide protection and safety to the general public through the prevention of criminal activities. As such, public service is integral to good police work, and its impact upon the community cannot be overstated. Good public service means that you are someone who is able to interact with different members of the community, understand the varying needs of different communities, and use this knowledge as the basis for your police work. I am extremely enthusiastic about the prospect of working as part of the police unit or team. One of the most refreshing things I learned from my research prior to application was the importance of teamwork for the police service. Finally, I strongly believe I have the required skills and values to provide a professional and competent service to the community, and if successful, I will become a loyal, long-serving officer with Police Scotland. Now let's jump in and take a look at the next Police Scotland application form interview question that I recommend you prepare for, and that is, at Police Scotland, we have many values that form the backbone of our service. These are fairness, integrity, respect, and human rights. What are your values and how do you demonstrate these in your life? Now, this is a really challenging application form question, but remember, this question is all about how you currently align yourself with the values of Police Scotland. Within your response, you must be able to demonstrate that you live by and share the values of the organisation. Now, police officers have to operate naturally to these values, and failure to demonstrate these in your response will likely lose you serious marks with the assessors. So let's take a look at a great example answer to help you. At Police Scotland, we have many values that form the backbone of our service. These are fairness, integrity, respect, and human rights. What are your values and how do you demonstrate these in your life? I believe that it is vital to live and work by values which I demonstrate throughout my personal and professional life. I would say that I always treat others with a mutual respect as I would expect to be treated myself. In my current role as an IT support administrator, I come into contact with a diverse range of people from different communities and countries. Even though diverse in their needs, all require the same level of support and advice. I'm also calm and thoughtful when dealing with frustrated clients and take into account the needs of the group or individuals in a fair and professional manner, even when faced with angry or even abusive clients. Due to my professional and outgoing manner, I have a number of clients who ask for my support even though other members of the support team are available. This, I believe, is down to my consistency and commitment to ensure each client receives the same level of service, integrity, and respect. I truly believe that I'm the kind of person who goes out of their way to help others and treat everyone with mutual respect, as equals, and without discrimination. Now that's a really strong application form answer to that tough question. Now, in preparation for your Police Scotland application, I also recommend you prepare answers to the following questions. Can you please describe your personal development history and how this has helped make you who you are today? You could include educational, work, or other experience from your personal life. The next question is, the role of a police officer requires candidates to have a good level of physical and mental health to deal with the diverse range of challenges you will deal with on a day-to-day basis. Can you advise what you do to ensure you maintain your fitness and general health and well-being? The next question is, what preparation have you undertaken before making this application to ensure that you know what to expect and to ensure that you are prepared for the role of a police officer? The next question is, policing is about ensuring the well-being and safety of the public and our communities. Please explain what you would contribute to Police Scotland to enhance our ability to keep people safe. And finally, the last question is, please provide any further information you wish to add in support of your application. Now, if you would like to download example answers to all of these application form questions, including the ones we've covered today, then click that link in the top right-hand corner of the screen and head through to my website, howtobecome.com. Here, you'll be able to view a full list of the Police Scotland application form questions and, more importantly, the high scoring answers to help you to pass at your first attempt. So make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner right now, where you can download the full set of application form questions and answers, which will arrive in your inbox within 2 minutes from now. And more importantly, they will give you the edge in your application. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their application forms, and I can only do that if you're subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as this encourages me to make more videos just like this one. And if you have any questions regarding your Police Scotland application form, or indeed any other stage of the Police Scotland application process, please feel free to put these in the comment section below, where I will get back to you. And finally, if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your application. Have a great day.